to this meeting. So I want to welcome every one of us who are connected. This meeting is going on live on Facebook, and the recordings will also be on the YouTube channel. So it's good to have you. This is day 13 of our 21-day challenge. How excited are you today? Happy weekend, everybody. Sure you have been enjoying your weekend. Have you taken time out to party today? Did you party? In our business, we do business and we party at the same time. How many of us partied today? How many weddings did you attend? Who did you talk to at the wedding you went to today? You don't understand. You know the Nigerian party. Nigerian, they carry last when it comes to party. So I'm excited. I feel excited to be on this meeting with everybody today. And it promises to be exciting and fantastic. This is another meeting that promises to be exciting and fantastic. So are you alive? Are you awake? Are you excited? Show your excitement. Show your excitement. Show your excitement. Show your excitement. Can you talk about one beautiful thing that has happened to your business this month? Let's start from that. I need somebody to chat on the chat box. Tell me one beautiful thing that has happened to your business this month. You know, the ability to see positive things in every situation is what makes you a positive person. Mr. Lu, Misayo, type on the chat box. I want to see the beautiful things that have happened in your business this month. What are you excited about this one? Type it on the chat box. I want to see your excitement. I want to know what you're excited about. Type on the chat box. Type on the chat box. What are you excited about? So far, so good. You know, today is 20 days in the month of May. What has really been the excitement this month? What are you happy about? What are you excited about? What are you looking forward to, you know, this month? Type it, share it with us. Let's start today's meeting with that. What are you excited about? Omolola Odusote. What are you excited about in your business? So far, so good. Type on the chat box. Mrs. Yetude Ajibari, what are you excited about in your business? Type on the chat box. Mrs. Scholastica, type on the chat box. Tell us what you're excited about in your business in the month of May. What has happened in your business that you're excited about? So definitely something must have happened. So encourage us, motivate us. Testimony time. You don't understand. You know, it's testimony time now. You know, in churches, there's always time for testimony. So it's testimony time now. So share with us what positive thing has happened in your business that you're happy about, you're excited about, you're grateful for. You know, type on the chat box. Let's get it going. Let's get it happen. It's not just about learning. You know, your words can be an encouragement to a lot of people, to even me as a person. So type on the chat box, let us know. Don't make it too long. Make it short and precise. You know, it will go a long way. Make it short. Make it precise. It will go a long way. What are you excited about? So far, so good. What are you excited about? So far, so good. If you still have any team member who is not on board, Saturday, is it because it is Saturday? You don't understand. No matter how much you jollificate, you must still remember there is time to learn. There's time to learn. So get it in. I'm waiting for everyone to get it in. What are you excited about this month? What exactly is really getting you so impressed about your business, about your business? Bring it up. What is really getting you excited about your business? So far, so good. Bring it up. We want to share with you. Mr. Lu. Okay, Omolola Odusote said, thank you for all you do. I'm excited about the ability to use the AI for my business. That's the artificial intelligence to create content. That's fantastic. So can you see, if you look deep, there will be something to be grateful for. So type, what have you been excited about this month? Thank you, Omolola, for that feedback. What are you excited about? So far, so good in your business. What's new? What newly thing is happening in your business? What exactly is new that is coming up? Is it the fact that you are able to now start doing session? Is it the fact that you are able, look at yourself and look at what you've been able to do differently? That's one thing to be grateful for. Oh, Mrs. Tolu has written the epistle as usual. She's an English teacher. She said, I'm excited for a new set of team members joining the team as business has become more easier with DD Africa system. And we are working on making it more easier. We are doing a lot of things to make business much more easier. The goal is, when people see DD Africa, people will be joining us and they will be achieving success so rapidly, without having to labor so hard. Most of the problems in business, we are solving it, we are simplifying it, we are making business easy, we are building business with ease for hardworking people, shall you? Because some people are not hardworking. Even a simple system will look difficult in their eye. You don't understand. But for those who really want to change the course of their life, we are making business simplified for them. So whether they have money or not, with their drive and commitment, they will succeed. Thank you, Ms. Tolu. That is something to be excited about. Miss Ayo, I'm waiting for you. Mrs. Victoria, I'm waiting for you. Mrs. Yetude, I'm waiting for you. Tell me what you're excited about in your business so far. Ayo, me another epistle. Now Tolu train you. Never been more stretchy in business like I've been this month. I'm so excited and grateful for my team, and it has been, I've been able to reach out to more people no matter the distance. That's fantastic. We're expanding more due to trainings and newly learned skills to develop more in people relationship. Thank you so much. That's fantastic. That's fantastic. Keep it coming. Something like this encourages, it even encourages me to do more, to stick more, to trainings like this, That's why type something you are happy about. Type it on the chat box. This month, ever since we started the challenge, the daily training, what are you happy for? What are you happy for? Type it on the chat box. What are you happy for? Type it on the chat box. The only person I exempt from typing is Mr. Joseph, because he's driving. You can't be driving and typing at the same time. You don't understand. So every other person, type something that you're excited about. Let us know. It will be a motivation to all to include me. Don't make it too long. Make it simple, short, precise. George, if you are there, I'm waiting for. Except if you want to tell me you don't have something to be excited for. Except you want to tell me you don't have something to be excited for. And if you don't have anything to be excited for, then it means you are not really helping yourself so well in business. Because if even the training alone is something to be excited for, the training alone. Do you know that even me myself, I'm learning new things as we are having this episode of trainings? I'm even learning new things. And that's why we're going to put all the things we are learning in these 21 days, we're going to put it into a book for new people to have a 21 days guideline as they join business from their day one. 21 days guideline of training. One of the challenges I've seen about this business is many of us recruit people, we don't even know the kind of training we should give to them. And it makes a lot of people that join our business confused. Even you that you're recruiting them, you're confused because you don't know what they should learn per time. You don't understand. That's why you're always waiting for your leaders. And it takes smart leaders to know the smart things to do. So we're building business that even if anybody is not smart, they will know the next thing to do. It's not left for them to do it. Mrs. Yetude said, I've learned there is more to learn each new day. Also, more people are joining my team and also getting motivated to do more. That's fantastic. Mrs. Yetude, I'm really proud of you. I'm really proud of you. I know it has been a roller coaster of emotions, Miss Yetude. I know there have been times you want to give up, but I'm excited that today you found reasons to keep pushing, to keep going. There's no giving up. Giving up is not an option. Giving up to where? This is a way of life we are creating for ourselves. You don't understand. No retreat, no surrender. Mr. Shito Abedin said, God bless my diamond. I also learned how to use the AI to advertise my business. Thank you. Thank you. I feel excited that we're all learning something. I'm still waiting for others to bring it up. What have you been learning so far? You know, as far as this meeting has been concerned, as far as this month of May has been concerned, what are you grateful for? What are you grateful for? Somebody said it takes a great fool not to be grateful. When you are not grateful, you'll be a great fool. You don't understand. It's not about what you have not gotten. It's about the little you are already getting. You don't understand. How excited are you about it? So call all your team members by now. They should have all connected to this meeting. Any team member who is not connected as of now, then their level of seriousness can be questioned as regards this business. You don't understand. If you are not trained, you cannot reign. You need to be trained for you to reign. You don't understand. And the most important thing is to reign. Hafiz Tijani is reigning. Damo Kanu is reigning. Damo Shakirat is reigning. Moses Klirogo is reigning. You don't understand. So the best is to reign in this business. And you reign when you make more money and you make a lot of things happen to yourself. So keep it coming. As you're coming on board, type on the chat box something beautiful you're excited about. Type it on the chat box. It will encourage everybody, to encourage even the new people that are coming on board. Ayomide says seller.co has made reaching out of people's wellness easier. That's fantastic. So that means you have opened your online store. You have your online store now, and you can share your link with other people. Let me also tell you a secret about seller.co that many of you don't know. Do you know that with seller.co, you can employ an affiliate marketer? You can employ somebody to advertise the product for you, and the person will get commission on seller.co. Yes, you are surprised. Yes, I'm telling you. You can decide that, okay, you want to pay somebody who help you advertise the product, maybe 1,000 or 2,000. You can just add it to the price of your product. Then you can create a link, affiliate link for that person with your own link. So the person market the link, but the person will buy from you, and seller will divide the money and give to the affiliate marketer his own money, while it will remit your own money into your own account. So the affiliate marketer will get his own money, you will get your own money. Yeah, so seller can even work as close as that. So it's a wonderful thing if you understand it better. You know, we can do a lot of training along the line. I can still bring the digital marketer guy on board again to shed more light on that. Are you getting it now? But the first thing is, you know, training is in stages. The one you have learned before, go and use it. Create your stores. Put your product on your stores. You understand? That's the first thing. Start sharing your link yourself. You understand? To people you know. Let them buy from there. When they buy from there, you get the money into your accounts. You know, you get their product, you supply to them before you can start using affiliate marketer. In fact, there's something I'm working on currently. I'm trying to work on students who are medical students. You know, I'm trying to give them the role of affiliate marketing. And, you know, let them market the products, and whoever buys through them, they get paid. It's not my money. It's not me that will pay them. You know, one beautiful thing about business is the money you pay people, not be your money. You know, it is the business that will create it. That is what it takes to be an entrepreneur. You can pay 1,000 people on your platform. 1,000 people can be making money on your platform, and it will not affect you. In fact, it will bring more money to your platform. All you just need to do is work with a system, create a system that will make it happen, and everybody will be benefiting. You know, that is the goal I have. That's my joy these days. I want to see many more people make money. I want to see many more people make money. In DD Africa, in everything that I had to do with DD Africa, I want to see many more people make money. That's my joy these days. It's not about the money I make. It's about more people making money for me. You know, somebody said it takes 4 streams of water to water the Garden of Eden. And that is why the Garden of Eden was rich. And it means if you want to be rich, you need at least 4 different sources of income. Money should be coming to your pocket at least in 4 different ways. And successfully in DD Africa, we have created more than one way. You know, when you're in business, New Life will pay you. That's one way. When you're in business, you earn money from DD Africa. That is another way. In business, you can also make money, through your product. That's another way. You don't understand? So there are different ways to make money in our platform for those who are hardworking. No more lack, no more loss. You don't understand? There shall be no poverty in our community. There shall be no poverty in our land. You don't understand? And that is the most exciting thing. George said, I've learned that I need to be in charge of my business and not to be waiting for my leader. You are the leader of yourself now. Who is your leader? Did your leader employ you? You are the leader of yourself. That's why you paid for your registration. You don't understand. What you need from your leader is just to learn the skills to do the business. Because your leader is also a human being like you. You don't understand. Your leader is also a human being like you. And human being can disappoint you. If you put your business in my hand, I can disappoint you. But if you hold your business by yourself, you know you should not disappoint yourself. You know you should not disappoint yourself. Kọ́kọ́rọ́ ayọ̀ rẹ má fi lé ènìyàn lọ́wọ́. Ènìyàn ò dá wọn lè sọ sómi. So don't leave your business for anyone. Whether the person is your upline, the person is your downline. Don't let people determine your success in life. Don't let people determine your business, in life. That's why you need to take charge. He said, I've also learned how to use social media to connect to people. That's fantastic. Mr. Yolibola said, Baba, we have partners on waiting room. Nobody's on waiting room. That's why I'm still waiting. So if anybody tell you they're on waiting room, they are lying. Maybe they're on another waiting room. So we have partners on waiting room trying to be connected, sir. Nobody's on waiting room because I'm here waiting for them. You don't understand. And that's why I've not really started sharing screen. You understand? So if anyone tell you they're on waiting room, they are deceiving you. That is a great lie from the pit of hell. All right, thank you very much, everybody, for what you have shared. It is really motivating to know that we are getting going, we are progressing in knowledge, we are getting to know more, we are learning more, and we're getting somewhere. There's a place we are going. There's a place at the top, a place of abundance, a place where there is a lot to spend. And I can tell people, financial freedom is until you make enough money that your family cannot finish spending. That is when you truly have financial freedom. So no retreat, no surrender about financial freedom. You just need to keep earning the money. You just need to keep earning the money. I discovered that a lot of people are trying to connect, and as I'm admitting them, they are not connecting. I don't know why. I'm admitting them, but they are not connecting. Maybe there's a reason. So as a result, everybody, please permit me. I'm going to shut down this meeting and restart it so that we can give room to as many people that are popping, because I'm admitting them and they are not really admitting. I'm admitting them, they are not admitting. So connect back immediately, please. Connect back immediately. All right, everybody. All right. I think. All right, I think at this junction, everybody can connect now. Thank you, Mr. Lu, for that feedback. I hope Mr. Lu is back online. Okay, if you're connected and you can hear me now, please open your camera. Let's know you're connected. Other people can connect now. All right. Other people can connect now. So please Let them connect as quick as possible. Let them connect as quick as possible. Mr. Olu, if you are connected, please confirm that you are connected. Thank you for the feedback. Thank you. Thank you for the feedback. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. All right. Are you alive? Are you awake? Are you excited? I'm so excited. So let's go into our meeting proper. Thank you, Mr. Tolu, for that feedback. Thank you. We were really having a problem then. So now we can get going now. All right. Thank you very much. Let's share our screen and start this meeting powerfully as quick as we can. So today, what are we talking about? We are talking about time management today in business. Time management in business. Time management in business. We have a lot to share about time management, and that's what we're talking about today. We have a lot to share about time management, and that's what we're talking about today. So we're looking into time management. So I think now everybody needs to connect, are able to connect now. So let's get going. Let's get going. It's getting interesting. It's getting interesting. It's getting interesting. Let's get going now. For anyone who is chatting me on WhatsApp, I don't know if there's a way I can respond on WhatsApp and I can still accept people. All right. So fantastically, we can get going now. I think everybody is able to come in. Mr. Olu, is there still anybody on the chat box who are not able to come in? I think everybody can come in now. Okay. Okay. So we're going to be looking at time management. Make your team work smarter, not harder. If you manage time very well as you're working your business, it will make it easy for your team to work smarter, but not harder. Timing is very important. Timing is very important. And you see, many of us Nigerians, we have the problem of time. It starts with how prompt you are to training. Look at this training is meant for 8 o'clock. We're just starting powerfully at 8:30 now because a lot of people were connecting late. So time management goes a long way. In fact, let me tell you, your success begins the moment you're able to manage time effectively. Your success begins the moment you're able to manage time effectively. How well you manage time determines your success. And how bad you manage time will greatly affect your success. So timing is important in everything that we need to do in life. Don't forget that anything you want to do, some other people are also doing it. Timing is very important in all that we do. So how does timing help your business? How can timing help your business? That's one thing we want to look at now powerfully. How can timing help your business? Time management is the process of directing how much time is spent on certain activities. Business is all about activities, the things that needs to be done. So time management is the process of directing how much time is spent on certain activities. So it means if you waste time on activity, it makes the process cumbersome. And it makes it tedious for you to handle. It makes it tiring. It makes it tiring. And that's why timing is very important. Timing is very important. Now, good time management makes your team make happy teams. Good time management makes happy teams. And when there is happy team, it means there are happy individuals. Effective time management is a critical skill for network marketers. Effective time management is a critical skill for network marketers. with so much to do and so little time. You know, there's always so much to do, but there's little time for everybody. Whether you're a new team member or you're a leader, there's always little time. How many of you agree with me? You agree with me that there's always so much to do and there's little time? If you agree with me, let me see your answer. If you agree with me, let me see your answer. That there's always so much to do, but we always have little time. All right. And this is where you know smart people. Smart people know how to manage their time. And today's training is to make us understand how to manage that little time that we have. God cannot increase our 24 hours just because you are doing network marketing. No. It is the same 24 hours you have that Dangote has. But effective time management will make you more productive. So people don't become lazy because they don't work. Most times, people become lazy because they waste valuable time. When you waste valuable time, it will look as if you didn't work at all. It will look as if you did not work at all. So, it can be easy to get overwhelmed and burned out. But by following a few simple tips, you can learn how to manage your time more effectively and achieve your goals. You can learn how to manage your time effectively and achieve your goals. So let's move on. So, powerful tips for your team's effective time management. Tips for your team effective time management. Number one, set smart goals. Set goals and priorities. The first step to effective time management is to know what you want to achieve. So, when you wake up in the morning, the best way you can manage that 24 hours is to set goals of what you want to achieve. And don't forget that if you don't set the goals of what you want to achieve and achieve it, the time will not wait for you. It keeps counting, it keeps going. You know, they wait for anybody. So you have to set goals and priority. The first step to effective time management is to know what you want per time. In every activity, in everything you want to do, in everything you are doing, you must know what you want to achieve in it. Because if you don't know what you want to achieve, you just discover you just waste a lot of time. If you're going to the office, you must know what you're going to the office to achieve. It's not just about going to the office. You don't understand. What are you really going to achieve? There must be something peculiar for you to go and achieve. I've seen a lot of people waste time in this business unknowingly. They don't know. How can you go to the office in a day when you know that it's for recruitment? And that recruitment is important, you must be there. If you don't go, your leader will fight you. But do you know that going to the office is not enough? The question is, how many people are in the office for you? There's a session in a day. You know, I got angry with one of my leaders yesterday because, and why did I get angry at her? She went to the office, she did not invite anybody. She went to the office, she did not invite anybody. And while session is going on in the office, they were attending to people. She left. She left because she doesn't have anybody there. Then I asked her, what did you go to the office to do? What did you go to the office to do? So in the real sense, it means you just went there to waste time. You just went there to waste time. But remember, it will even be worse for you to say you don't have people. That's why you will not go. No. So time management does not mean because you don't have people, you should not go. Time management means as you are going, which is important, you must also go and achieve something. You must go and achieve something. Some people will say, what am I coming to training to do? Maybe I don't have team members in training. No, that's not time management. Time management means you should make sure you have the team members in that training. Even if there's somebody, let the person escort you to train. You understand? It shows that you successfully manage the time and somebody sees something about your business. There are 3 daily habits we must do in our business every day. Use the product. Share the product and opportunity. Then personal development. So the people that come to the office for session for you are the ones who are coming in to see the opportunity. You share the opportunity with them. So when you wake up in the morning, you yourself must first of all know, what do I want to achieve? What is important for me today to achieve? Set goals. Set goals. Set goals. So once you have your goals in mind, you can start to prioritize your task. Not all tasks are created equal. Can you hear that? Not all tasks are created equal. So it means it's not everything you do that is the same. And it's not everything you do that will give you the same result. Some are more important than others. Some are more important than others. I think I did a training here last month about time management. You know, talking about the 7 habits of highly effective people. Managing your time, knowing the things that are important and urgent. So some are more important than others. Make sure you focus your time and energy on the most important tasks first. Most important tasks first. So in the reasons, a smart person is known on how you can know important things. Knowing important things is what shows that you are smart. If you don't know important things, then you are not smart. Because everything you do does not give equal results. And everything that gives result does not require the same activities. So what is important first? It goes a long way. You're a married woman in business. You should know that the first thing to do before you leave the house at all is to take care of your children. Set them to school. Make arrangements ahead. Who is going to pick them from school? You have planned that one out. Then the next thing is focus on your business. And if you need to take care of your husband, take care of your husband too before you leave, so that you don't get that, he doesn't come back, you don't come back and he'll be angry. You don't understand. Priority. You don't say this thing are too much for me. Oh, sure, wait a minute. No. Oh, my sure, wait want to come. See, there's something I learned from my leader from the day when I joined this business. Let me see everybody's face before I say this thing. And you see, that thing really helped me and it guided my activities in business. So I want to share it with you. Maybe it will help you. When I came into business, I knew there was an illustration that Damon Shakirat used to give. And the illustration is very simple. Damon Shakirat says, this business is just like you want to make all the money you will make in your life, in your future. Let's take, for instance, if you're on a job now, the money you have to make, let's say, okay, after you work for 35 years as a teacher, they pay you 3.5 million as gratuity. Abi? But this business can give you that 3.5 million in 1 month. But wisdom should tell you that you are going to do all the work of that 35 years within the short period of 1 year to qualify to get to that level where they will pay you the 1 million. So what does it mean? It means it's just as if you want to pull to yourself. You want to pull to yourself the result of 35 years to come for you to earn it within 1 year in business. That is the same way you also pull the activities that you will do for 35 years within that period of 1 year. Am I making any sense at all? Am I making any sense? That's why you should not be overwhelmed by the work. Don't say it's too much. Don't say, to be candid, nobody will do your work for you. So you either do it or you don't do it. But smartness see to it that you can do it seamlessly. You can do it if you plan yourself very well. So the work is there. The activity is there. But it needs a proper time management to do it. You wake up in the morning. Don't forget. Let's say, for instance, you wake up 6 a.m. That 6 a.m. that you woke up, you have already spent 6 hours already out of the 24 hours sleeping. So make 6 a.m. 6 hours still low. Now imagine you now wake up 6 a.m. You now remain on your bed doing nothing till 10 a.m. It means you have also wasted another 3 hours. I said 3, another 4 hours with the 6 hours you have spent sleeping. So most of the time, you should know that how prompt you are, waking up early and setting priorities for the day is what really determines what you achieve for that day. Otherwise, the day will just go and you discover that the day is like every other day where you achieve nothing. Am I making sense at all? So, setting priorities, they are very important. They are very important. And you must know what is important for you. Today, We're going to pay reward out to some people tonight. And I was asking feedback from my assistant, Alpha, and I discovered there's a young man who has recruited 4 people this month. And I was surprised. He came in last month, and as at this month, he has recruited 4 people. And I was surprised, like, wow, that's fantastic. Now, the same person in business has recruited 4 people. But there are people in business who have not recruited 1 person. Currently, I'm talking to you now. There are people who have recruited 6 people in business. Meaning that they have collected 120,000 naira sponsors reward. And there are still people who have not recruited 1 person. The difference is time management. Do you invite the people you should invite on time? Do you even see it as priority? Because that's another thing. A lot of people now have not seen their recruitment as priority now. The month is remaining 10 days now. Some people will now be running letter scatter to recruit the whole world. What did you use the first 20 days to do? That's the question. What did you use the first 20 days to do? It means the first 20 days, you have only used it to waste time. And the problem with many of us is that we are mostly distracted. We are mostly distracted. See, let me tell you, anything that distracts you, anything that takes your time away, takes your life away. Am I making sense at all? Anything that takes your time, takes your life. So in the real sense, you should avoid anything that will look like distractions. You should avoid people that look like distractions. You should avoid people that will take away your time. Irrelevances. Avoid it. Avoid it as much as you could. Then focus on priorities. Am I making sense at all? If I'm making sense, please give me a thumb up. Let me be sure I'm making sense. So success begins when you know how to manage your time. Success begins when you know how to manage your time. That's why I love military very well. If you have joined military before, you are in military training or camp, they wake you up very early for exercise. They call it morning putti. They wake you up very early for exercise. Meaning that if you can wake up 5 a.m. and you do exercise between 5 a.m. to 7 a.m., you have woken up to the day. You don't understand. Anything. It means you have woken up for the day. So the next thing is to set to work what is important and start doing it. Do you understand? So have this habit of managing your time. You know, this is where trainings comes in. This is where discipline comes in. And it's unfortunate that many of us don't have that discipline of time. We waste it more than we use it. We don't have the discipline of time. And if you really want to succeed, you must know the discipline of time. You must know the discipline of time. You must know the discipline of time. It goes a long way. See, the way God created us, we spend more time at night than in the day. 24 hours. Do you know that you are only active 1/3 of the day? How many of us agree with me that you are only active 1/3 of the day? You're only active for 8 out of 24 hours. Anything after 8 hours, you are burned out. Anything after 8 hours of the day, you are burned out. If you work for 12 hours, let's say for instance, you work from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. In fact, that's extra time. But imagine, somebody said, if you really want to succeed, you can't even afford to sleep for 12, or you can't afford to sleep for 2/3 of your hours. Do you know that if you only work 8 hours out of 24 hours, do you know that when you are 30 years, you are only productive for 10 years out of 30 years? Do you know that if you sleep 2/3 of your time, if you spend 60 years, you are only productive for 20 years out of 60 years? Do you know if you sleep 2/3 of your time, if you spend 90 years, you're only productive for 30 years? So it means with the way we are created as human nature, we're already deficit of time. We're already deficit of time. So you can't afford to waste another when there's no time. I don't know if I'm communicating. Am I really making sense at all? Sure, I don't know. Am I making any sense? Mr. Joseph, am I making sense at all? So in the real sense, it means this time no day, no day at all. So you can't afford to waste the little that you have. That's why the little you have should be guided jealously, and it must be utilized very well. It has to be guided jealously, and it has to be utilized very, very well, effectively. Now let's move on. Let's move on. So we are still on time management. Time management. So in network marketing, not all tasks are equal. Some are more important than others. Make sure you focus your time and energy on the most important tasks first. Make sure that you spend your time and energy on the most important tasks first. Let me even ask a question, everybody. Let me ask a question here. You need to use the product every day. You need to share the product. And you need to share the opportunity. Then you must have time for trainings and personal development. Which one is important out of all this? Which one is most important in business out of all this? I need somebody to type on the chat box, reply the answer on the chat box. Which one is most important? Which one is most important? You need to use the product, share the products, share the opportunity, and have time for trainings and personal development. So if you look at it, when you wake up in the morning, which one should carry your priority that you should focus on first more every day? Somebody should type. I want answers. I want answers. Which one do you think is more important? Type on the chat box. I want answers, please. Please type on the chat box. We are here to learn, so I want answers. I don't need to call names now. Okay. Mrs. Victoria said, have time for training. Okay. But don't forget, yesterday you still had a training. Yesterday you had a training. As much as you are going to have time for training, you are not going to do training all day now. So it's good to have time for training, but you still need to have time on the activities that will bring the work, that will bring the results. Personal development is just to teach you how to do the work. But to me, sharing the opportunity is a prerequisite. It's the priority. When you wake up in the morning, the first concern you should have is, who will I talk to today about my opportunity? Who are the people I should invite to come and see my opportunity? That's the priority for every network marketer. In fact, let me tell you something. Sharing the opportunity to people should carry 80% of your thinking. Using the product should carry 10%. Sharing the product, using the product should just be 5%. Maybe you can use the product within 5 minutes now. Sharing the product should be like 10 minutes. Then it should be like 10% rather. Then 5% should be for personal development. So the bulk part of it is in the sharing. What really shows that you are doing business is in sharing. So you are supposed to share the opportunity for people to join you 80%. 80%. Share the product 10%. Use the product 5%. Attend training 5%. See, if you attend all the trainings in this world, but you are not really doing the work that is prioritized, the only thing you will become is an encyclopedia. You will know so much, but you will not achieve so much. There are a lot of people in this world today. They take all their time to train. They go to school, primary school, secondary school, university, masters, PhD, professor. They spend all their time learning, but they don't spend their time working. That's why we have a lot of professors. We have a lot of professors, but we don't have a lot of inventions. Am I saying something? You know, in Nigeria today, apologies to people who came from Ekiti State. I schooled in Ekiti State. It's on record that Ekiti State has the highest number of professors in Nigeria. But the simple truth is, if you only spend time to learn and you don't spend time to work, Ekiti State should not be part of should not be part of the poorest state in Nigeria. If the level of professor translates into results, if the level of professors translate into inventions, then it means Ekiti State should not be part of the poorest states in Nigeria. Please, poor people don't understand this, and that's why they spend a lot of time just learning. You know, I read a story about Dangote. Do you know that Dangote has master's degree or graduated as a student, as a graduate of business administration after he has made a lot of money? Dangote went to study business administration years after he has made a lot of money. So what does it mean? It means the real trainings, the real result comes in action, in doing. There was a time Anambra State in Nigeria was one of the least educated states in Nigeria. There was a time Anambra State in Nigeria was one of the least educated states in Nigeria. Until it was acknowledged that Peter Obi came in and Peter Obi changed education in Anambra. And today, Anambra is one of the, vibrant educated states in Nigeria. But the simple truth is, before Peter Obi, Anambra State is one of the states that have produced the highest millionaires in Nigeria. Even billionaires. What does it mean? It means Igbo people has this culture of going to work. They go into business. Even if they didn't go to school, they go into business. They learn a trade. They set into work. They sell something. Are we together, everybody? They sell something. They make money. They may be illiterate, but they are making money. What am I trying to bring out here is that some people said personal development is the first thing. No, you're getting it all wrong. Personal development is important. It's sacrosanct. But 80% of what you should do per day are the things that will bring money into your pocket in business. 80% of what you should do per day are things that should bring money into your business. In fact, it is called income generating activities. So you should focus more time, more attention on income generating activities more. The time we spend in training is nothing compared to the time. Okay, look at, we have started training now. This is 9 p.m. Nigerian time. Maximum 10 p.m. we are done with this training. But ask yourself, what have you done since morning till now? So trainings can be it does not take as much time as the activities we need to do. And activities that we need to do, they are individualistic. I can't do your work with my work. I can't do your work with my work. And you see, let me tell you something about this business. This business is in stages. That's the way I understand this business. They said men are in sizes. I don't know how they put it. They said something is in sizes, men are in stages or something. You see, in this business, there are stages. When you come into business as a new person, the first stage you are is that you are at a stage where you want to grow your team. So your priority should be bringing in the people, recruiting the people. That's your priority. When you now have the team, then it now becomes your priority to start organizing training for them. I am at a stage now where I need to train my team. I am at a stage now where I need to train my team. But Shebi, it is the team members I have that I can train. So you can see the stage. It means if I focus on I want to train and I don't recruit people, at the long run, who do I train? Who do I train? So in the real sense, 80% of your focus should be on recruiting people. 10% should be on selling products. 5% on using products. Then 5% on trainings and personal development. All right, let's move on very quickly. So in the real sense, make sure you focus your time and energy on the most important tasks first. Another thing is prioritize your goals wisely. prioritize your goals wisely. Plan your day. Once you know your priority, it is time to start planning your day. This doesn't have to be a complicated process. Just take a few minutes each morning to jot down the tasks you need to complete each day. Take some moment every morning and say, today, I want to recruit 2 people. I want to recruit 3 people. So I'm going to talk to Mr. A, Mr. B, Mr. C. You have written it down. Then you start working on it. If you set a priority that you want to invite people, maybe to a session or to a seminar, then you tell yourself, okay, I want to invite people. What do? Before you leave the house, you've generated the leads of those people. Then the next thing is send invitation to them. Contact them. Before you even go out to things that will take away your time. It helps you to plan your time very well. This will help you to stay on track and avoid getting sidetracked. It helps you to avoid getting sidetracked. It helps you to avoid getting sidetracked. Am I really making sense? So what does it mean? It means before you go to unimportant things or things that are not urgent in your life on a daily basis, first of all, make sure that you have done the ones that are important. And the important things in business are income generating activities. I need somebody to type it on the chat box. Important things in business are income generating activities. So focus more attention on income generating activities. When you recruit somebody, you know how much you get now. You get 20,000. That 20,000 is money. Brothers and sisters, you know what 20,000 mean? 20,000 is a lot of money. Multiply it by 10 people in a month. Multiply it by 20 people in a month. It's a lot of money. It's a lot of money. You know, it helps to settle a lot of headache. Because all the problems you have in this world is tied to money. So focus your attention on income generating activities. Important things in business are income generating activities. So let's move on. Let's move on. So break down your goals into achievable tasks. That's another thing. When you make a list of what you want to do, you want to talk to 4 people, then break it down. You can't talk to all the 4 people at the same time. You want to invite 4 people. You can't invite all the 4 people at the same time. So break it down. I want to call this. I want to call this. I want to call my customer. I want to do this. I want to do that. Break them down into achievable tasks. Large tasks can be daunting and overwhelming. Don't make things difficult for yourself. Life is not difficult. Large tasks can be daunting and overwhelming. Make them more manageable. Break them down into smaller, more manageable steps. See, this thing is very simple. Part of time management is even growing in business. 5 diamond is where we are going. You can't do 5 diamond in one day. So what do? Tell yourself, this month, I will do director, at least. When you do director, that one don't pass. You focus on the next one, Sapphire. But to do that director, 4,000 points. How many people do you need? Break it to each day. Break it to each weeks. Break it down. So, to make them more manageable, break them down into smaller steps. This will make the task seem less daunting and will help you to stay on track. It will help you to stay on track. It will help you to stay on track. Create a timeline for each task and stick to it. So tell yourself, okay, I'm going to send names between 8 o'clock to 10 o'clock. Stick to it. Make sure that between 8 o'clock to 10 o'clock, nothing distracts you. You are sending names. Then after sending names, okay, I'll be at the office between 9 o'clock to so time. Make sure that you have set a timeline for everything that you need to do. Even to include trainings, there must be time to everything that has to be done. And make sure you stick to your time so that you don't overflog it. Set deadlines. Deadlines can help you stay focused and motivated. When you know you have a deadline to meet, you are more likely to get the task done. So when you know that between so time and so time, I have to do something, then that thing will drive you. You know that you focus on that thing that you need to do as quick as you can. So deadline is very important. Another thing is work on most important things first. Take breaks. It's important to take breaks throughout the day. After you have worked on important things, take break. If you have worked for a while, take a break. Take a stroll. This will help you stay refreshed and focused. Get up and move around. And take a few minutes to relax and clear your head. If you have worked for a while, give yourself time. Provided you have done the important things, take a break, come back, focus on another thing. Take a break, come back, focus on another thing. You see, this is how people who are CEO, they manage themselves. When you are an employee working for a company, they give you schedules, they give you schedules, they give you schedules. But do you know that even the work they give you on your job can be overwhelming if you don't know how to plan yourself? If you don't know how to manage your time. That's the same way it is in business. Business can be overwhelming when you don't know how to manage your time. So time management goes a long, long way. There's time for everything. There's time for everything, everything, everything. Another thing that is important here is that learn to delegate duties. Assign the right people for the right task. You can't do all the work, especially when you're having a team. I've discovered that this is where another set of people have problem in business. In fact, most people are having problem in this area, especially when they are becoming leaders. You want to get products. You want to collect products. You want to recruit. You want to train your team. You want to do a lot of things. But the question is, can you do it all? I've seen leaders who make mistakes that when they are supposed to be in training, when they're supposed to be in session, how can your team member have session and you say you want to collect products? You seemingly don't know what you are doing. Because that product you want to go and collect, somebody else in your team can go and collect it. Even the newest person in the business, in the team, can go to company and collect products. While you will focus on other things. So what does it mean? You cannot do everything. If you're trying to be everywhere, you're going to kill yourself now. Divide these tasks. Okay, you go and do this. Oh yeah, you go and do this. Oh yeah, me, I will go and do this. Oh yeah, we will go and do this. By the time you look at it, you discover that all the work that needs to be done, the whole team have done it, and work is done. Work is done. So, delegate task. It goes a long way. Give people some roles to play in your life. In fact, sometimes you can even pay people for some tasks. You can pay people for some tasks. Lagos is very stressful. Traffic everywhere. And inside that same traffic, you want to go to company. You want to come back. You want to do session. And while you are going to company, you not spend time in traffic. A lot of people are in Lagos and they are poor because they spend too much time in traffic. The time you are supposed to be using to do something meaningful, you'll not be in traffic for 4 hours. Come on. You waste 4 hours in traffic? It does not make sense. That time you spend in traffic, let somebody else do it for you. That thing you want to go and do, that you're in traffic for, you want to go and deliver product to someone. Why don't you call a dispatch rider to take the product down there for you? Dispatch rider will collect 1,000. Tell the person that want to collect the product to pay the dispatch rider. You can even do business in such a way that you do business with less stress and you will get more results and you even save more money. If I want to deliver product to Mr. Ogunbambi, for instance, do I need to be the one to go there myself? No, now. Smartness see to it that I can call a dispatch rider. How much will you collect? 1,000. And I tell Mr. Ogunbambi, your product will get to you. A dispatch rider will be bringing it, but you give the dispatch rider 1,000 naira. I will save time. I will focus my time on another thing. Dispatch rider will do the work for me. Ogunbambi will pay. That will save me a headache. Instead of me being in traffic for 4 hours trying to go and take product to Mr. Ogunbambi. For goodness sake, I have other work I want to do. So I can focus my attention on other important things while I delegate the other ones that are less important. Delegate task. You are a team leader. New people are coming into your business. And those new people need to be trained. And there are different trainings that need to be done for them. You too, you want to handle session. You cannot do training for new people and be handling session at the same time. So why don't you call somebody who is smart and intelligent in the team and say, oh yeah, you, take this person this training while I will handle session. By the time I'm done with session, they will be done with the training. What will happen? We'll merge our effort together. I wrap it up. I motivate the person. So if you look at all the things that you need to do, time management sees to it that you learn how to break them down into pieces. You focus on the important. You delegate the ones that are less important and less urgent, so that you don't wear off. You don't burn out. Are you getting it now? You don't wear off. You don't burn out. And the business will look exciting for you. The business will be motivating for you. Are you getting it now? Because a lot of people are doing the work. So look at what you need to do and always learn to prioritize this. The disaster is when you don't know what you should do at your level. That's the disaster. When you don't know what is important to you at your level, that's the disaster. If you're in Mr. Tolu's team, yourself and Mr. Tolu does not have the same job description. You're a new person coming into the business. Mr. Tolu is a team leader. Your job description is not the same. Mr. Tolu needs to organize training and organize the team and coordinate the team. So what does it mean? It means Mr. Tolu has a job description. You too, you have your own job description. Focus on your own and do it. The time you are supposed to be in the office, be in the office. There was a time in Lagos I used to send people away from the office. You are in the office, you're just sitting down, gisting. And I ask people like that. You don't have training that day, and you're just in the office. Please, why don't you think about what you can do for that time that will bring more income into your business? Think about what you can do at that moment that will bring more result into your business. It goes a long way. And you see, one funny thing is, when people are not smart, they are not just smart. When you see people like that, who are just chit-chatting in the office, and you see a leader, tell them, hey, Joe, kill and robai, they will hate that leader. They will say, that leader is a military zone. I mean, how do they call it? They will say it's a military zone. It's not being a military zone. The person is just telling you to manage your time. The person is just telling you to be useful with your time. It goes a long way. It goes a long, long way. Be useful with your time. Manage it well. If you manage it well, the business will not be a pressure. It will be as smart, it will be seemingly, and it will be able to run on itself for you. So delegate tasks. If you have the ability to delegate tasks, do it. This will free up your time and you can focus on the most important task. Now, another thing is, be fully engaged with the task in front of you. That's another major thing. That's another major thing. Once you have delegated task, you know the one you should handle. You see that one you should handle. Avoid distractions. Avoid distractions. You are in the office, you need to do training with your team. Somebody is just calling you from somewhere. And the person is calling you to say hello to you. It doesn't make sense for you to pick that call at that moment and be chit-chatting with that person. Just me. Those are time-wasting events. You see, that period when you have said, this is what I'm doing, at that moment, if anybody is calling you, just leave the phone. Put the phone on silence. When you are done with that thing you want to do, then you can call that person back. Avoid distractions. Distractions can be a major time waster. Distraction can be a major time waster. When you are working on a task, try to eliminate as many distractions as possible. You see, let me tell you something. The most important person in your life can be a distraction when you are focusing on another task. Your husband is important in your life. But there are moments that husband can be a distraction. Your wife is an important person in your life. There are moments that person can be a distraction. Your mother, your father is an important person in your life. There are moments that person can be a distraction. People that know me, they know me. Okay, as I'm doing this training now, Imagine somebody calls me now and I pick the call. That's a distraction. People around me, they know. You can't call me when I'm busy. Even if my mom call me now, I will not pick. My mom call me, I will not pick. God forbid bad things. So people will say, do you know what is happening? Nothing is happening. Nothing will happen. So avoid distraction as much as possible. Try to eliminate this. This means turning off your phone, closing your emails, and finding a quiet place to work. If it is necessary to find a quiet place, find a quiet place to work. Find a quiet place to work. Am I making sense at all? Please, let me know if I'm making sense. Let me know if I'm making sense. Now, let's move on. If you are to organize a meeting, start the meeting on time. This goes to leaders who are organizing meetings. You invite people for session for 9 o'clock. You yourself did not get to the venue as at 10. You have wasted 1 hour. You now get there at 10 o'clock. Don't forget that the people you invited, they've set a schedule for themselves for the day too. So it's not everybody that is a time waster like you. You told people to come for 9 o'clock. Some of these people even asked you, when is the session going to finish? And you told them the session will finish by 12. They have scheduled their time. As at 10 o'clock, you have not arrived. You have not even started. 10 o'clock when you arrive, you now start writing their name. You now start registering them. You do that between 10 to 11. And by 12 o'clock, by 11 to 12, somebody is now doing SBI. 12 o'clock, you now want to start the real session. And the people are walking out. You are now saying, Arawo Bale. My brothers and sisters, you are wrong. You are wrong. You caused the problem. If you have a session for 9 o'clock, why don't you get to the office 8 o'clock? Arrange yourself very well. Between 8 o'clock, 8:30, 9 o'clock, you have done all registrations. 9 o'clock, you started. You will discover that if the person will leave by 12, even if you don't finish 12, let's even say you finish by 1, between 9 o'clock to 12 o'clock safe, the person will have grabbed the most important parts of that session. Managing your time is very important. Whether you're a leader or you're a new team member, everybody needs to work on time management. It goes a long way. And that attitude also goes to training too. You want us to manage time. You didn't connect to training as at 30 minutes that training starts. And we have to be waiting for you. Automatically, you have made us waste time. And we need to cover what we have analyzed, what we have highlighted that we want to talk about. So when are we not going to finish the training? By 10 p.m. We're going to finish it late because you connected late. So timing is very important. Timing is very, very important. Early to bed, early to rise. Early to bed, early to rise. Don't sweat on small stuff. That's another major thing I want to talk about. Some things does not bring big results. They bring small results. Don't waste time on them. Don't sweat on small stuff. Don't sweat on small stuff. You need to identify small stuffs in our business. Small stuffs in our business include using the product. Using the product is something you can do so quickly. Owako product, Danny. Laro. And they said we should use the product. Or if you be 2 hours, so low products. Or one rojon dear. There's nothing to achieve with that now. It's only wasting time. Don't sweat on small stuff. Selling the product sometimes can be a small stuff. You have people who want to join your business. You have people you want to sell your product to. The money you make from product is little compared to the money you will make if that person joins your business. And the person understands the business and the person grows the business. Don't sweat on small stuffs. When I do presentations for people, those days when I go for product presentation, some of the people I hate in my presentation are people who come and they just start asking me questions without buying products. I'll just direct them to somebody else. Oh yeah, you go and meet that person. Manage your time. You are doing session. Somebody wants to pay 100,000 for registration. Another person wants to pay 100 naira. Yes, it's good to be polite and give attention to everybody. Please, everybody, please pay attention to what I'm saying. It's good to be polite. That's why if you're a productive team leader and you are doing session very well, the first set of people to attend to are those who are ready to pay immediately. It's not because the ones who cannot pay immediately, they are not serious, or you should not give them attention. But attend to the ones who want to pay first. Then you cannot go back to those who want to pay later, or somebody else can attend to them. Some people will say, in session, it is common. You see some people, they will say, I don't have the money now, but I want to ask a question. The moment you identify that the person is not ready to pay now, I beg, manage your time. Focus on the ones who can pay now. You can come back, tell the ones who want to ask questions, but is not ready to pay now. Tell the person, wait for me. If the person can wait, by the time you are done with the people who want to pay now, you can take the remaining time with the ones who is not ready to pay now. So don't sweat on small stuffs. Don't focus on small stuffs. I've discovered that a lot of people focus attention on small things, small things. It wastes time. It wastes time. Focus attention on things that will give you more yield, more results on time. More yield and more results. Am I making sense at all? Am I really making sense? Now, let's move on to other things. Let's move on to other things. Another thing is learn to say no to people. Learn to say no to people and projects that do not align with your goals. Learn to say no to projects and people that do not align with your goals. There's no crime in saying no. There's no crime in saying no. You see, if you don't really prove that you are serious, people can give you tasks that do not align with your goals. You have a presentation to do. You have a training to do. And somebody is telling you to come and help him wash clothes. You can politely say no. Or you can politely tell the person, I will do it later. But you see, this one that I want to do is important. Learn to say no. Be disciplined enough to say no in some instances. Say no to people. Say no to projects that do not align with your goals. They waste your time. They waste your energy. And they waste a lot of things. All persons ought to endeavor to follow what is right and not what is established, according to Aristotle. If you follow what is right, then you will always do things that are right. It goes a long way. Now, other tips I want to share is reward yourself. When you complete a task, take a moment to reward yourself. This will help you to stay motivated and on track. When you set goals for yourself and you achieve it, take yourself out to unwind. Take yourself out, buy yourself a drink. Take yourself out, go and relax somewhere. Reward yourself. Especially when you achieve great things for yourself. Another thing is set boundaries. Set boundaries is similar to when you say no. It's important to set boundaries between your personal and network marketing time. Set boundaries. Personal time is the time you spend with your boyfriend. Personal time is the time you spend with your girlfriend. Personal time is the time you spend with friends. Personal time is the time you spend going to parties or families. And your network marketing time. Set boundaries. They don't align. This means setting aside specific times for work and for personal activities. You need to set specific time for the two. They are not the same. Then another thing is be flexible. Please, everybody, look at this very well. Things don't always go according to plan. Be prepared to adjust your schedule as needed. Sometimes you can plan things to go a certain way, but circumstances can make it change in another way. What does it mean? Be flexible. Be flexible to it. So that when things changes from the way you wanted it to work, what do? You adjust immediately. You adjust immediately. So don't say, this is the way I plan to do it. But as at that time, you see that the thing is not working according to the plan, then adjust yourself. So flexibility, make it happen. Don't be afraid to say no. It's okay to say no to requests that will take you away from your personal time. Don't be afraid to say no. It's okay to say no to requests that will take you away from your personal time. The time you have things to do is the time a old friend is calling you for a hangout. Tell the person, no, I don't have time now. We can do that later. So don't be afraid to say no. Don't be afraid to say no. Because if you don't know how to set boundaries, if you don't know how to say no, you just discover that a lot of time is wasted and you end up achieving nothing. Take care of yourself. Make sure you are getting enough sleep, eat healthy foods, and exercise regularly. Taking care of yourself will help you stay energized and to help you stay productive. Don't overwork yourself. I tell people, and I say it over and over again, you have gone to work from morning till evening. In the evening, when you should take time to feel re-energized, another person is taking away your time again and engaging you and say, oh yeah, jeka lo club, party kan ya, and you carry yourself again, you go. And the next morning, you have another thing to do. Then the question is, when do you have time for yourself? If you overwork yourself, it's going to tell on you. If you overuse yourself, it's going to tell on you. You don't understand? You cannot overuse yourself and still be productive. You cannot overuse yourself and still be productive. So you have to take care of yourself and manage your time. Take care of yourself. Stay energized. You don't understand? Stay refreshed all the time. That is why God created the night. God could have created the day to be all day, but God created the night so that you can have time to sleep. And that time you have to sleep is a time to feel refreshed and be prepared for the next day. Many of us, the time we are supposed to sleep is the time we'll be pressing phone, making midnight calls. You don't sleep. You now wake up the next morning, all your eyes swollen. Ojure, gudu. The time you are supposed to now be at work, or the time you are supposed to spend connecting to people that are important that will help your growth, you are not using the time to sleep. Or you are even awake, sir, but you cannot even do so much. You are fagged out. Then you are going to be less productive. All of these things take discipline. And once you have the discipline of time, you will be able to balance your personal and network marketing responsibility and achieve success in both areas of your life. At this junction, I want to believe we have learned something today. I want to believe we have learned something today. If you have learned something today, can I see your hands up? If you have learned something today, can I see your hands up? Now let's recap. Please type on the chat box what you have learned. Very important. Type on the chat box what you have learned. You see, this thing called success, some people think it is a difficult thing. It's not difficult. Success is dependent on you. But one of it is knowing how to manage yourself. Knowing how to manage your time. Some people say, I don't have time. One of the objections people give in business is, I don't have time. I don't have time. Omo, you have time. We all have time. If we manage ourselves well, we all have time. We all have time. So let's type on the chat box. Type on the chat box. Type on the chat box what you have learned so far. Type it. Type on the chat box what you have learned so far. Time management goes a long way. I would like one of the leaders on board to be able to share some tips about time management and how this person manages our time. Miss Fatima, if you're on board, please connect with us if you are on board. While everybody is typing on the chat box what you have learned. But type on the chat box what you have learned. Miss Fatima, if you're on board, we would like to talk to you to share some tips on how you manage your time and the importance of time management. Goes a long way. Miss Fatima, are you there? Miss Fatima, are you there? I want to be sure she's there first. I want to be sure she's there. All right, everybody. God bless you. Let's know if you are there. And if you are there, please. Or if you are busy, let us know, please. That's why we should open your camera. Let's know if it's a good time for you to talk to us. Thank you. So please talk to us. We have shared about time management today. What can you say about time management and how do you use it to help yourself to stay energized and stay productive?
God bless my diamond. God bless all the wonderful leaders on board. I'm alive, I'm awake, I'm excited. We are far here. Time management is one important thing. God bless my diamond. No matter what you do, a lot of people come into our business and the first thing is, I don't have time to do the business. But it's not really that you don't have time, it's because we cannot get to manage our time. Everybody actually has 24 hours. And what you do with your 24 hours matters a lot. Dream Achievers makes us understand that when you wake up in the morning, what is the first thing you wake up to do? What do you do in the morning? You must first of all have what we call a habit. And one thing about habits is it's not something you easily achieve in one day. You get to achieve it over time. So when you wake up in the morning, what's the first thing you do when you wake up in the morning? Oh, I pray. After praying, what do? I work, I meditate, or you take a walk, or you do an exercise. If you're somebody who likes to stay fit, And waking up early is also one thing that is very, very important. When you don't get to wake up early, you have already lost the day. So when you're managing time in business, I can remember the first instance when I came into business, I only think everything is just all about what? Going to the office, doing recruitment. Then later I started having team members. I got to realize that I needed to have time for myself and also for my team. If you are in business and you don't get to have time for your team, one way or the other, they will suffer. The same way, if you have time for your team and you don't also have time for yourself, you will also suffer. So when you come in, you must get to understand that, okay, on so day, I have to work with my team. How many team members do you have? If you're still a director, it's important that you must learn to work with all of your team members. But you must divide activities. So I work with somebody in the morning. It's not necessarily you work with somebody the whole day. That's why a lot of people make mistakes. You want to work with someone, and the next thing you want to do is you spend your whole day with the person. No. One thing you just need is a few hours of productivity and you are good. A few hours of productivity and you're good. So when you drive that, it makes it easy that, I went out to do presentation with somebody today, and you got this. You are productive. Move on. So there's time for what? For recruitment as well. Before recruitment day, there's time for sending names. You can't be sending names on your recruitment day and expect results. So managing your time to make you understand that before recruitment day, I should have started sending names 2 days back. So that on recruitment day, you'll be able to fetch your recruitment and start preparing for the next day recruitment. Very important. And the moment you are able to set your recruitment activity, the next thing is, how do I set my team up to activity? As a leader, you must understand that you cannot do everything. Like I was telling one of my team members today, if you are the alpha and the omega of your business, you are in trouble. So what do? Divide activities. Delegate tasks. Somebody can do attitude. I can remember when I came into business back then, I wanted to start doing recruitment. But my leaders made me understand, you can't jump it. Start from somewhere. So I started by doing attitude. But you can only learn to do attitude when you are there when it is being done. If you are the life who is not always around when recruitment is going on, you will find it difficult and you will think it's the job of some people. So you must learn to understand that. Now, you want to do attitude, then you should have arrived earlier, just like what my grandma was saying earlier. You want to be the one to do attitude. You are arriving when your applicants are already seated. It means you are already wrong. When your applicants are already seated, it's not a chance. It means you want to give them attitude. You know, attitude means usually you have a little bit of attitude. You want to use it to doubt your own. So imagine when somebody is already seated, they now saw you carry back on the bag you want it. You're now coming back. Hello, good morning everyone. I said good morning everyone. You know, it's not making sense. So it's very important that when you identify the activities you have to do, learn to make use of what? Of the right time. Another important thing is, as you perfect the area of recruitment, then you must perfect other areas, like your home. Oh, in my house, they say I should get home at a certain time. No matter the time they want you to get home, you are a business owner. As a business owner, it's important that in the beginning stage of your business needs you. You see a lot of people in the beginning phase of the business is when they want to go to all the parties in the whole world. You must learn to identify the timing for parties is not just right yet. Because what kind of party do you want to go to and you don't have money? You see some people they say, oh, my sister is doing wedding. So on your recruitment day, you go for party, you go for wedding. You know understand? If your sister is doing wedding, the sister that is doing wedding, oh, she love the chef. You want to take time out. You see some people say, 2-3 days, I will not come to the office because we are preparing for. If you are an employee, can you try that? Can you try that? So don't be in business and use the time that you're supposed to grow to waste it. I tell people, know the difference between enjoying your time of today and wasting it. When you enjoy your time today, you have already wasted the time you're supposed to use for what? For productivity. So as your team members start expanding, what do? Manage your timing and delegate tasks. When you delegate tasks, you realize that the things a lot of people can do, you can't do everything. Everybody can do what they have to do. I come from a school of thought, which I've also learned from my mentor, God bless my diamond. That don't do for others what they can do for themselves. Now, when you understand what people can do for themselves, you need to identify it first. So when you identify what they can do, let them know that go and do it. They can make mistakes, but they will not die from mistakes. Nobody is perfect, so don't expect your team members to actually be perfect in the beginning of their work, of their journey. So it's important for you to know that time management is one essential skill in our business. So some people say, ever since I joined business, I don't really have time for myself. I don't really have time for this. It is because you decided not to have time for yourself. When you decide to have time for yourself, you will know that the activities in the morning, the activities in the afternoon, and the activities you can do in the evening. Those days I got to realize that if my mornings are so busy, if I have recruitment, take for example today is what? Saturday. I have recruitment on Monday. From Saturday it's expected that you should have started sending names. Because tomorrow morning, if you don't wake up to eat, you say you are going to church. Before you get back from church, time has gone. Before you get back from church, time has gone. But what does it mean? It means you have already lost what you're supposed to win at on Monday. A lot of people make this mistake. Monday, you are supposed to start mobilizing for both Tuesday and Wednesday. Wednesday, you're supposed to be mobilizing for both Thursday and what? And Friday. So don't lose your time before you work, you spend your time. And that thing is very, very important. That is why when you come into business and you perfect time management, you will know that this is the most interesting business you can do anywhere, anytime, anywhere. That's why a scholar said the best business anybody can do is a network marketing business. Because it enables you to pick your time, pick the people you work with, pick the activities to be done. So if you see your leader trying to guide you through, it is because they want to guide you in the general surface, then over time you pick your level of perfection as you go. God bless my diamond.
Thank you
God bless
very
all the
much.
leaders in the house.
Thank you so much. Thank you for your time as well. Thank you. You know, this is very important. Now let's go back to what people have learned. Joseph Akilalu said time management. I learned about delegating activities, not wasting time on little things, etc. Shitu Abidin said, I learned that I should always prioritize my time in doing what is very important first. Prime Word said, productive people know how to prioritize their time and they don't waste time. They do things that are much more rewarding, delegating other things that are less rewarding. Victoria Fuakwe said, I learned to delegate duty, to be fully engaged with the task ahead, learn to say no to projects and people that are not aligned with my goal. Oluyemi Ogunbami said, I learned the following. The highest skill in our business is to duplicate ourselves. Don't waste your time. Use it wisely. Be religious in delegating responsibilities. Don't be a yes being all the time. Learn when to say no to requests. To a request. That is requests that are not productive or that is not going to help your goal. Dabaran said, I learned to be brief with the time. I delegate some activities to some members of your team. Take care of yourself. God bless my diamond together with leaders. Thank you. Oloko Mike said, ability to delegate duty to others in order to do many things for yourself. Thank you very much, everybody. It's no doubt that today has been another rewarding day. We have really learned something today. Please make sure that whatever you are learning, you're practicing it, and that is when it will help you more. 10 days to end the month. What do you want to achieve this month? Keep working on your goals. If you're a new person, prioritize how you qualify for senior manager school, executive manager school. It's going to be a rewarding event for you, and that's why you should look forward to it. If you have been a senior manager, executive manager before, director this month is your priority. Focus on it and let's take director step and know that you have achieved that one. That one is gone already. Scholar Okoroafo said, I learned that recruitment should take my 80%. Yes, recruitment should take your 80%. Thank you very much, everybody. It's been a fantastic time. I want to say thank you, team leaders, for coordinating and organizing that everybody connect to this training on time. Tomorrow is going to be another day to learn something unique again in our business. Make sure that everybody connect on time. Now we have talk about time management. 8 p.m. tomorrow is 8 p.m. Do not connect late. You know, don't waste time. Let's manage time very well. Enjoy the rest of your evening, everybody, and God bless you. Thank you.
God bless my diamond.
God bless you.
God bless my diamond. God bless you.
God bless you, sir.
God bless my diamond.
Bless my
DG.
God bless my diamond. God bless my excellency. God bless my iron lady. God bless my mentor. God bless all